Hi, I'm William Stewart. Welcome back to our study on the book of John. I'm glad you're here. We're in chapter 8 today, and this is a glorious chapter. The last four-fifths, Christ is dealing with the Jews again and their chronic confrontation. They just don't give up. But the first 12 verses, which we'll cover today, is the famous story of the woman caught in adultery and the Pharisees. So as you may remember, that Christ was near or actually at the temple in what was probably the last year of his ministry and after the Feast of Booths, over which we discussed in chapter 7. And he's at the temple, and the Jews bring him a woman caught in adultery and say uh, that the law commands us to stone such a person. So it says in verse 6 that they were tempting him to find a way to accuse him. So what were they hoping that Christ would say? Well, something I would think, we don't know for sure, apart from the law, that they could, for which they could try him or accuse him. But it's interesting, in verse 6, they said they were tempting him. And this is really important. Most of us, I think, when we think of temptation, think of it can be a light thing. We're tempted towards to buy certain items over which we have a great desire, or tempted to say something that we shouldn't. Sometimes we're tempted to really serious things, but oftentimes this word in our cultures is used in a lighter way. But not so in the Gospels. I think when it says to tempt, it means that the Pharisees were really trying to trip up God. It was a big deal. So it's not used in a complimentary way. And I think we can take this back from Exodus 17, when the Jews had just departed through the Red Sea and were redeemed out of Egypt, as it says in 1 Corinthians 10,